Virgin Galactic, I've got a big story for you today, something very, very exciting, and I can't believe I've only just found this out. So get ready for some big news. Virgin Galactic, should I tell what it is? Have you tapped the like button yet? Have you considered subscribing? I've got some very exciting news for you. We've just had PPI, we've had CPI. We're going to get a 0.5% rate cut, in my opinion. What does that mean? Well, it really helps the small caps. It helps the Russell. It helps things like Virgin Galactic. It helps them borrow money. It helps them borrow money cheaper. This is the things that they need. But they need some good fundamentals too. They do. We are now going very close from the next earnings call when we're gonna hear from Virgin Galactic that Delta is on track and everything is ready to take off next year. Now, with rate cuts going down as quickly as they are, and it won't just be one rate cut, it'll be several, this is all the catalyst Virgin Galactic needs. However, I've got something even better, and I've only just noticed it, and it's been out for a while, at least a couple of weeks, but no one's talking about it until now. What is it? Well, before I tell you what that news is, here is the valuation right now of Virgin Galactic, the best it's ever been. From B- to A. Growth is B, slightly down. Profitability has been the same, D-. However, as soon as they announce Delta, it's going up. It's been beating on all earnings. Revisions, A+, doesn't get better than that. Short interest. We love the short interest right now because with the upward momentum, we get a short squeeze. With volume, 18 times earnings, a little bit low. We need 20% at least to get a short squeeze, but it's very close. And we are at that point of good news, but some really big news that I think you're really going to like. So let me give you that big news now. I think you're going to like this one. Just in, well, it was out about 2 weeks ago, but now people are talking about it, and I've only just noticed this. It was reported a few weeks ago, but now people are talking about it. Donald Trump signed an order to cut red tape for commercial space flights. This affects Virgin Galactic directly. Let's have a look. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order to ease regulations for commercial space flights in a major win for the industry that has long called for cutting red tape. However, there's been no bounce off this news as of yet. We're waiting for more news from Delta. As soon as we get it, this stock, as I've always said, could go to $100. The order directs the Transportation Secretary to eliminate or expedite environmental reviews for launch and re-entry licenses and permits. It directs the Secretary to eliminate outdated, redundant or overly restrictive rules for launch and re-entry vehicles. The order calls for the evaluation of whether states are hindering spaceport infrastructure development and mandate a streamlined process for authorizing novel space activities. I like it. Inefficient permitting processes discourage investment and innovation, limiting the ability of US companies to lead in global space markets, the White House added. It said the order was aimed at enabling a competitive launch marketplace and substantially increasing commercial space launch cadence and novel space activities by 2030. With these actions, it is clear that President Trump is serious about maintaining US dominance in space in the face of growing international competition, especially from China, says Dave Cavosa, President Commercial Space Federation. To note, the US and China are the only two countries to have independent space forces. The industry, including Elon Musk, the billionaire CEO of SpaceX, and Trump's on-again, off-again ally, had long criticized regulatory barriers for slowing down space operations. SpaceX stands to gain the most from Trump's executive order as it's currently the leading space company for launches. But notably, we've also got Jeff Bezos' Origin, Virgin Galactic, Rocket Lab, and others. But we are focusing, of course, on Virgin Galactic. So what about that? is it the time for Virgin Galactic? I say yes. With rate cuts coming down as fast as they are going to come down, with everything in line with Virgin Galactic, with Delta, and now we've got this red tape being cut by a president's executive orders, I cannot see how we can keep Virgin Galactic down for much longer. It's up 3% today. It's looking great. Tap the like button, consider subscribing as well, and I will leave you all the links that you need for the earnings and the playlist here. I'm making this live, so with those watching me live now, you won't see any links, but you will when I post it as a video. So let me wrap up this and get back to our main event, which we're going to cover for you right now. So click above my head for all the links, down below in the description. We're about to go to Figure for the live IPO over here and over here. That's it from me. Stay right where you are if you're watching me live. I'll be right back after this bumper. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other.